The major scale is the foundation of Western music. To say it's a big deal would be to understate its massive importance. Most musicians, even when explaining something really complicated to do with scales, will usually relate it back to the major scale, so if you don't know the major scale, you're in trouble. A prime example of this is the minor scale, but we'll get to that in the next video. So let's jump straight in. I will play for you on guitar the C major scale. C major. So keep in mind the finger per fret rule, so everything on the 7th fret is played by my first finger, 2nd finger is the 8th fret, 9 and 10 and so forth, and you don't drop out of that finger per fret box shape at all in this scale, which is another reason it's so great. So if you want the tablature for this, go to the Tumblr page, which is in the description below on YouTube. I'll do it again a bit slower for you. I've got the tablature for this in the Tumblr page, which if you're on YouTube is in the description there somewhere, and if you're on Tumblr already, well done. So learn that scale by heart and play it ascending, descending, and absolutely always play with a metronome. I can't stress that enough. Once you're happy with it in the C position, then maybe move the root note down to the 3rd fret, play it in G. The 5th fret would give you A major, so forth. Play it so you're comfortable in different places on the neck. Once you know it inside and out, and once you can play it at a reasonable speed, why not find a backing track and just jam along? There's no harm in it. Give it a go and see what happens. Now, in order to get the most out of the major scale, you are going to have to learn what is called intervals, and this is going to come up in the next few scale videos as well, so it is very important. Intervals have nothing to do with the notes themselves, but rather are the spaces in between the notes, okay? So it's either going to be 1 fret or 2 frets. Now, 1 fret we refer to as a semitone, and 2 frets is a tone. And once again, to reiterate, it's very important that you don't leave here thinking this is the notes themselves, it is the spaces in between them. Now, the major scale has this rigid pattern of tones and semitones which just gets repeated throughout the octaves, and that pattern is tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Write that down, pin it above your bed or next to your bathroom mirror, just somewhere you're going to look a lot of the time, and just remember it. And these are very often represented by T or S respectively. I'm going to play the scale again, but this time pointing out what the intervals are. So, I'm just going to do this in the 1st octave, which is the first 3 strings. Once you get to there, the pattern of tones and semitones just repeats. So, we start off with the root note, naturally enough, and this first gap to the 2 is 2 frets, isn't it? So we call that a tone. So this one to here, it's a little trickier to know because we're jumping a string, however we can work it out by saying, what's that pitch? Is it this pitch? No, it's that pitch. So root, 2nd, 2nd to major 3rd, that's another tone. So here to here is a tone, okay? So then 3 to 4, that's a semitone because it's only 1 fret. 4 to 5, it's a full tone, isn't it? And this is the same as what we just did on the other 2 strings. We know that's a full tone. So 5 to 6 is a full tone. 6 to 7 is again a full tone, it's 2 frets. And then 7 to root, the octave, is a semitone. And it repeats like that. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So once you're happy with the theory and you've been playing it for a few days, you can move on to the next video, which is the minor scale and is here. I've been Liam. Please comment, subscribe, like, and just if you find a button that isn't a thumbs down, just press it. I'll see you next time.